Alright, man, welcome back to another True Crime Reaction. Today we got When Suspects Try to Seduce Cops. Now, Dr. Insanity provides nothing but absolute fucking bangers, so like always, let's not waste any time, just get right into this one, man.
Criminals getting stopped by police can often use many violent methods to try and escape.
Very
But what
true.
happens when suspects try to seduce and flirt with cops to
Here
avoid
we
sentences? Here are 4 examples of
This
when
is
this
gonna be
very situation was caught on
absolutely
camera.
horrible.
Starting with 48-year-old Kelly Barton, who drove into a lamppost while transporting a special needs patient for work. However, when police arrived, she was looking a little worse for wear.
Kelly,
Yes,
how are you doing?
good.
Kelly admits that she had too much to drink that evening, but doesn't admit
bruh.
to driving, despite it being her job. Unfortunately for her, though, security camera footage from the gas station proves that
they
she
got
was,
her
in
ass.
fact, behind the wheel.
They
and
fucking got
is
her
now
ass.
facing charges of both DUI
There's no way this bitch is gonna try to seduce somebody, right?
and neglect due to the responsibility she carried while driving with the patient. But as an ambulance pulls up to perform some tests on her, Kelly reveals that she has another trick up her sleeve and begins repeatedly flirting with all of the officers at the scene.
Look at you handsome.
You want the light squad to check you, ma'am?
Let them do what they gotta do. Come on, boys. Hey, hey. I want the little young boys. Ask me how I'm feeling. Let the little young boys.
Okay, this is fucking weird, bruh. This is mad weird, dude.
Let me tell you something. What I would do to you with your blue eyes.
Well, let me check your blood sugar
Okay.
real quick.
Look at him. I would do him in a way.
Okay, this is so
he
weird.
won't hit me. Hey, look. He can look tough all he wants, right? Don't let me get him.
After multiple tests, it's clear to the officers that Kelly was way over the legal limit
Yeah,
and is arrested
don't
for
say.
driving while intoxicated. And after struggling to get her into the police vehicle, she's sent on her way to the police station. But if you think Kelly was bold for talking to cops like that, 18-year-old Skylar Fluss is on a completely different level, going so far as to post this video to thousands of people bragging about how she got away with
I've seen this one, this fucking bitch, bruh. I've seen this one.
DUI.
I got out of a DUI and got let off with a warning.
Skylar was pulled over after an officer saw her weaving around the road in a way that suggested she might not have been completely sober. But
Bro, holy shit, yeah, you're driving mad
I
erratic.
saw her weaving around the road in a way that suggested she might not have been completely sober. But according to her video, she claims that using her flirtatious and quick wit, she managed to trick the officer and get away with a warning.
I blew a 3.8 and he let me off with a f***ing warning and gave me his number and said we should meet for coffee or lunch. He was hot, so I'm getting lunch with him tomorrow.
If her story is true,
Oh my
then the
fucking
officer would be in
God,
serious
dude.
trouble. But luckily,
Yeah.
the officer in
Yeah, no shit, he would be in serious trouble, bruh.
question recorded the entire interaction on his body cam, and
Oh.
the video tells a completely different
Okay.
story.
Hello,
Yeah, so she's just big fucking lying.
my name's Deputy Stallman, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I pulled you over because you were weaving a little bit back there. Where are you coming from?
I was coming from my friend's house. I actually just got dumped.
Okay.
I was like crying and like I'm really
Okay.
upset.
Were you on your phone and stuff too?
I
Jesus.
was trying to tell him to get a hold of him because my heart hurts
Okay.
so bad.
Well, I'm just concerned that you were weaving because of alcohol, but if you're on your phone, have you been drinking or anything tonight? No? Okay.
The deputy then does give Skylar a card with the sheriff department's information on it, but it didn't include his personal number, and it didn't come with an invitation to dinner.
Sounds like you're having a rough night, so I'm not going to add to that by writing you a ticket or anything, okay?
Oh.
So, I'm just going to give you a warning. It's not a big deal.
I mean, he was being a good guy, and she gotta turn and act like a bitch about it, and be like, I fucking played him, and she lied too.
I just want
Which
to
is
make sure you're
even
okay. You were
more
weaving a little bit,
cringy.
and I just want to make sure you're okay to operate the motor vehicle.
Dude,
and I
see,
believe you
this
are.
guy's being a fucking man. It's so like he's trying. The officer's trying to be a good guy, dude. Like he's actually trying to be a good guy. Like I don't want to. You're already having a rough night. I don't want to add anything else to it. And in reality, she's just fucking literally like acting pretty much.
So my information's right here on the front. The reason I stopped you here is on the back. Where we were headed, get there safely, and I'm sorry you're having a bad night.
Yeah, I'm just right down the street. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, no, you don't need to apologize. I mean, you were weaving a little bit with no traffic out. I just want to make sure you're okay, that's all.
Skylar's video doesn't just contain disgusting footage of her laughing and bragging about exploiting this officer's kindness,
Yeah.
but also states that she blew a 3.8 on the breathalyzer, ignoring that she wasn't even tested in the first place. The legal limit is only around 0.8,
Yeah,
and
obviously.
already makes driving dangerous. But a reading of 3.8 would imply Skylar was not only blackout drunk, but close to death, as at a level of 4.0, respiratory failure is likely. But this doesn't mean
Wait,
Skylar...
why are they saying 4.0? It's not 4.0. It's 0.40. 0.0. That's why she said 3.8. In my head, I'm like, that doesn't make any, like, isn't that impossible? So it's points, you don't have a 1% alcohol in you have a 0.4. So she's claiming that she blew a 0.38, not a 3.8. This whole thing was fucking with my head. In the very beginning,
likely.
I was
But
like,
this
dude,
doesn't
what?
mean Skylar was lying about being drunk underage. Videos were later discovered of her chugging tequila from the bottle and acting drunk at a party just hours before she was caught driving. After she was confronted with this, Skylar confessed and admitted to everything.
I ended up getting a little too intoxicated.
And then what happened?
I was taking shots all night.
What the fuck is this? Why'd she do the interview facing the other direction? Like people didn't see the original fucking footage, bruh.
Getting a little too intoxicated.
This is so dumb.
I was taking shots all night, and I decided to make the dumb decision to get into my car and drive.
She also admitted that the officer never asked her out. That was just a lie for social media attention.
Well,
Regardless of her
obviously.
confession, though, no further action was taken against her or the officer who failed to test
Wow.
her. But the same can't be said
You didn't. She didn't. Wow. She fucking got away with it,
for
man.
Lydia Badillo. She was caught trying to transport 2 illegal immigrants over the Mexican border, and as soon as everything started to fall apart, she decided to try seducing the officer.
Oh, great.
Just wait
Here
for
we
me
go.
right here, okay? You don't
I'm
have
looking
anything.
at your sorry, sir.
What?
I'm looking at your eyes.
Why?
Okay.
You look pretty handsome.
As soon as the officer realizes
Jesus
something
Christ.
might be up with the IDs, Lydia starts to smile and stare directly at his eyes before telling him how handsome he is. Obviously, this is just a trick to try and get out of the position she's put herself in. A trick that isn't going to work on this officer.
Estos documentos por un tiempo. ¿Por un año? Ok. Pues son falsos, ok. Y tener documentos en estados de Texas es un delito. Las ID, a esta te sale a un señor, a tuya. A esta no me sale
Gone
nada.
to begin. Seems like it belonged to a man. No way. She got an ID with a male picture on it. She's got a male ID, bro.
Okay.
After running the woman's driver's licenses through the national database, the officer discovers that the ID numbers return completely wrong
Oh, they don't look like a man. I mean, yeah, they just look like
results,
Not the
meaning that
best
both
looking
of them are
females.
totally fake. It's later discovered that the 2 women with Lydia in the car are both illegal immigrants from El Salvador. What's worse is that they were being transported through a service that often forces women into debt bondage, where the people who transported them will make them pay off their debt through forced labor and sex work. So, while Lydia was arrested and the 2 women sent back over the border,
oh my god, they almost got a better. Like the officer almost saved them. Like he saved them.
they may have been saved from years
Yeah.
of horrible treatment and abuse. One thing's for sure, though, Lydia's attempt at
Holy
flirting
shit.
didn't work one bit.
No, not at
Unlike
all.
Brooke Teague's attempt, which actually
Brooke
worked out
Teague.
well. So well, it's
Oh,
rumored
great.
that her and the cop are still together to this day. Brooke
Oh,
was pulled over
great,
after an officer
man.
witnessed her swerving around the road slightly, a telltale sign that the driver was either intoxicated or in need of help. So he swiftly pulled her over, only to be greeted in a surprising way.
Hey, I'm Officer Smith, Bentonville Police Department.
Nice to
Hey,
meet you, Mr. Smith.
I've never heard that before in traffic stop. I appreciate that. Hey, so I'm just stopping you for improper lane use. Doing some
Sorry, I was on the phone.
You're on the phone?
I'll be honest.
Okay. Who are you on the phone with?
My baby daddy. I'll show it to you too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zachary?
Yeah.
How much do you have to drink tonight?
Zachary, why you say it like that? Why you say Zachary? Like he said it like it upset him a
Show
little
it to
bit.
you
He's
too.
like, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Zachary?
Yeah.
How much do you have to drink tonight?
Oh,
One drink.
great.
Just one drink.
Yep. Yes,
Final
sir.
answer.
Miller.
A Miller Lite.
Yes.
That's-
I won't lie to you, a Miller Lite.
That's That's all you've had.
Yes, sir. You can ask Zachary.
I don't really want to talk
I
to
know
Zach.
you
Yeah.
don't. I'm just saying.
Okay.
In just this first minute of conversation, two things become clear immediately. Brooke has definitely had more than one beer to drink, and how well she and the officer seem to be getting along already.
Yeah.
Both points that will get increasingly more obvious as the footage continues.
Dude, okay, we got 3 more minutes of this.
Yeah, I can smell it from across the car.
She's like, I had 1 Miller Lite. There's no. I wanted to say like a Miller did that to you.
Big Miller, 128 ounce Miller.
Freaking bucket of Miller. All right, where we at on it? Awesome. Brooke
Yes.
Teague. Am I saying that right? Teague.
Yes. Like baseball league.
Teague like baseball league.
Yep. It helps people spell it because they never spell it correctly.
Brooke then gets
They never Teague? How? It's not like a complicated last name, right? Yeah, T. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yep. It helps people spell it because they never spell it correctly.
Brooke then gets taken out for some sobriety tests, which take much
Which
longer
she
than
fails,
anticipated.
Right? Oh, great. Stop
You're making
laughing.
me giggle. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
He makes me giggle too. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, great, bruh.
I snore. I'm from
Sorry.
Huntsville.
We're supposed to be professional.
I'm from
here.
Huntsville. Isn't gonna make me snort.
Dude.
All right, stop laughing because you're making me laugh.
I'm not.
all right? Seriously.
I'm giggling. I'm
All right,
sorry.
this is a serious deal. All right.
This fucking officer, bruh. Stop laughing because you're making me laugh. Brother, you need to have a little bit more professionalism. Holy shit.
Stop laughing because you're making me laugh.
I'm not.
all right? Seriously.
I'm
Can't keep a
giggling,
straight
I'm sorry.
face?
This is a serious deal. All right. Okay.
You're smiling. I can't help it.
All right. Stop.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, despite all the jokes, Brooke failed all the sobriety tests
Yeah.
and was put under arrest.
How much you've actually had a drink?
I've had 2 Millers.
2 Millers
I
now.
don't believe you.
That's it.
Yes, sir. You can call Mitchell, the manager.
Okay. Well, hey, go ahead and put your hands on your back for me, okay?
Yeah.
After a search of her car, which turned up nothing but a loose car seat, she was driven back to the police station where the sparks continued to fly.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Let's go in here.
Oh my God, is there a dog?
There is a dog.
Where?
He's over there. Over here. His name is Kolyak.
Oh, great.
Is that your dog? What's his name?
His name is Coach.
Coach? I have 3 dogs. I have a Rottweiler, Great Dane, and a Mastiff.
Wow.
Are they high school with you?
I think so. Where'd you go to high school at?
Bentonville?
Yeah, right there.
Where'd you go?
Indiana. Valparaiso, Indiana.
Where in Indiana?
Valparaiso.
I was raised from Blue.
So this just turned into fucking dating simulator or whatever the fuck. Like what?
Really?
Note that despite the obvious chemistry, both Brooke and the officer have remained professional and are continuing to move on with the investigation. The officer had Brooke take a blood alcohol test where she blew 0.14%, almost twice the legal limit.
Woo!
Brooke still spent the night in jail to sober up
Yeah.
and had her license suspended temporarily.
Good.
But this interaction shows how respect and professionalism can make an investigation much, much easier. It's just unfortunate that this cop didn't meet Brooke at a bar. Maybe things would have ended with a night at his place instead of the jail.
I mean, if they're still together, I'm sure he's fine, man. I still don't really. Am I a hater? Am I a hater because I don't like how, like, that took place? Like, she was driving drunk, and then now, I don't know. I don't know, man. Honestly, I have no opinion. It's irrelevant to me. Whatever. Yo, that was a great video, like always, though. Hey, make sure to go subscribe to Dr. Insanity if you haven't already, man. Hey, yo, if you liked the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time, man. Deuces.